Jude.org.
Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? Reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with PhilsGang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, PhilsGang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to PhilsGang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Why do you think the markets took such a hit, and do you see them going up or down over the course of this year?
That these kinds of corrections are absolutely normal. This one so far actually is rather moderate. I think it's about 5% or so, 6%.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. That's Larry Kudlow. He's on the Sunday programs telling people, oh, this is normal. It's normal. It's not normal. A 1,300-point correction in 2 days is far from normal. It was the third worst correction ever. So how can you call it normal? Just the same way that he can go around and tell us that the GDP...
We could grow this economy at 4 or 5%.
And we just get the number for the annual GDP for 2019. We just got it from the World Bank. It's not going to be any better than 2.5%. This guy is unbelievable. He's just a cheerleader. And so he went on and asked questions, which was great. Chris did.
The economy is in terrific shape. We are in an economic boom. The reality is we're clicking on all cylinders. Profits are rising. Wages are up.
So why did the market drop 1,300 points? It's unbelievable. He talks about wages.
Profits are rising. Confidence is up. Blue collars are up. Wages are up.
And he has no concerns.
And the International Monetary Fund just revised its projection for U.S. growth down to 2.5% for next year, 2019. Question, you see no cause for concern on the economy?
Not for the American economy, Chris. Not at the present time.
Unbelievable. Who said that right before the 2008 crash?
Well, I guess I don't buy your premise. It's a pretty unlikely possibility. We've never had a decline in house prices on a nationwide basis.
Right before the crash, Bernanke was out in Squaw Valley or Sun Valley, and they asked him, wait a minute, housing is collapsing. Aren't you concerned? Oh, no, housing will never crash in this country. We had the biggest housing crash ever. $7 trillion was wiped out of equity of homes. Unbelievable. That's what these guys do. They just cheerlead. And people just go in blindly in the stock market, and they just buy stocks based on this. Then they wonder why 70% of the people who are in the stock market lose money because they don't know when to get out, because you listen to this nonsense. Not just Kudlow, all of them. This is their job. This is unbelievable. A 1,300-point drop in 2 days is a statement. Look, we have interest rates that are going up. We have growing tensions with China. I said that. I always said, China's going to be the tipping point. We have our deficits are going from $600 billion to $1 trillion a year, and for the next 3 years, that's $1 trillion each year. That means we have to borrow that money. We have to keep borrowing, and the more you borrow, the more our interest rate goes up, the more we have to pay on our national debt. And that kills growth. It just kills growth. You just can't keep borrowing. We were promised that when we gave these companies $1.2 trillion tax cut, they'd have extra money. They're going to go spend that money. They're going to spend it by, giving the middle class, Main Street workers a raise, increase wages. They didn't do that. So now it's not going to be paid for. When Larry Kudlow said, we give these guys $1.2 million cut in taxes, there'll be money that's going into their pocket, but it'll pay for itself because they're going to take all that money, increase wages. That means consumers are going to spend more. And when they spend more, we're going to pay for this. Well, they never got the money to spend. Americans are in debt. Core retail sales, we just got the number today, dropped in September by the most in 16 months. But you don't hear them say that. You don't hear them say that. 33 million Americans won't travel during the holiday season because they can't afford to. Do you hear that? No. The jibber jabbers with their pompadour hairdos and their fancy suits, they won't tell you that. Americans are cutting back on spending at restaurants and bars. That's where all the hiring was. 70% of the jobs you got the first Friday of every month were all bartenders and waiters. That's where the jobs were in this country, service jobs. Now they're cutting back because people don't have the money. New vehicle sales collapsing. Pending home sales are plunging. New home sales are falling. Housing starts are tumbling. But what do we hear every day?
This is the greatest economy ever.
Greatest economy. We hear that from all these guys. It's just unbelievable. All of them. We hear that. Greatest economy ever. It's unbelievable. Now, investors are looking to hide. So when the market dropped 1,300 points, I already had my gang set into gold and gold mining stocks because I could see on my chart institution money was slowly coming in. It turned green. So we were set. So when I told them this market was going to collapse, and they started finally for the first time going into gold. They also were dumping stocks. They were rotating back into bonds. Now that was good because the yields were being lowered. And remember, it was the high yields that tipped this 1,300 point drop. So by them going into the bond market for safety besides gold, that has stalled the market sell-off, at least temporarily. Not going to last. See, the market hates uncertainty. This morning at 4 a.m., I was watching. The market was set to open at 9:30 down 350 points. To make sure that didn't happen, that we didn't open down 350 points, the President's Working Council on Markets, a.k.a. Plunger Team, who's made up, this is his team, the President's team, made up of the Secretary of Treasury, the Chairman of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve, the Chairman of the Securities Exchange Commission, and the Chairman of the Commodities Future Trading Commission, where they meet, they get on the phone and decide where are we going to open the market. So the futures were down 350 points. They decided to open up the market down just 35 points. So they financially engineered, they interfered in a free market system, and they financially engineered a 35-point drop. That's what's going on. And so the market opened down 35 points. All they have to do is they go in, they print money, which again takes away the value of your dollars in your wallet. They print that money, they go in and they buy the futures. It puts a bid in, it puts a base in, it tells all the big institutions, we're coming in, we're interfering, we're going to put a bottom in here to hold the market here, at least temporarily. See, they're acting as central planners right now. This team, this Plunger team, they're acting as central planners because they're concerned about the midterm elections. This is the worst thing ever happened for President Trump. So they're interfering in our free market by purchasing equity futures, and they're going to do anything they can to keep pushing this market up. But it's not going to last. The market's not going to last. See, they're really concerned about midterm elections. They should be. Because with all this lying, all the stuff that's going on, healthcare is still going through the roof, People aren't making wages. People aren't getting a check. The average family who makes about $55,000 a year household, they're not getting a $4,000 check from the tax cut. So there's a big concern that could turn these elections upside down. We'll talk about that when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if you're a person that says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
At philsgang.com, we teach you how to secure your financial stability. With a Phil's Gang membership, you will learn and understand how to invest in the stock market and how to keep those profits. Avoid the financial pain of 2008. Don't be exposed to losing your retirement nest egg. Take control and secure your investments with philsgang.com. Don't hesitate. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil's Gang. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, We recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com in 2018. Give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. After a 1,300-point drop for 2 days, now Larry Kudlow tries to take parking space in our head. Thinks we sit on a stupid bench. Oh, that's nothing. That's just a normal drop, 1,300 points in 2 days. Really? Biggest, it was like the third worst drop ever, 1,300 points, and they broke key support areas, which Larry doesn't even understand what that means. And when you break key support areas, that's like breaking through a foundation on your house. Coming home one night, and you look, your foundation is gone. The foundation of this market was quicksand. This foundation of this market since 2008 has been quicksand. We've never built an economy. We never built it on good footing. We never built it with savings. We never built it with good savings, getting those interest rates up to give people incentive to save, build savings, because from savings, that's where you build America. From savings, you're building the middle class. The middle class is the backbone of this country. It's the middle class who goes out and they start businesses, startup businesses. And it's the startup businesses. That's the backbone. That's the economy. That's where all our jobs come from. That's where all our patents come from. Why do you think that they're like a feeder? Small businesses are like feeders. They're the ones who have all the patents. They have the ingenuity. And then you take like Cisco. Cisco went and bought 100, and when they were growing, remember, Cisco bought 149, 145 small companies who had patents, the innovation. They love these small startup companies. That's how you grow a country, is through these startup companies, through entrepreneurs. Obama killed the entrepreneur. He took the money away from them. He took the banking away from them. He dropped interest rates. Instead of a 5% rate, he dropped it down to less than 0.25%. So there's no incentive to save. So there's no way to build small businesses. Small businesses can't go to Wall Street. They have to go to the bank, and the bank don't have enough savings. Or if they're going to loan you, they got to loan at a high rate. Now, uncertainty is the big deal right now, because this whole economy, a 300-point rally in the last 10 years, has been based on fraud. It's been based on total fraud. Stock buybacks. And stock buybacks was a fraud. It's a tool. That's a tool to go ahead and the stock market goes up based on no profits. An illusion of profits. But they don't have profits, just they created an illusion. That's all it is. Just like QE was fraud. We built this stock market, not the economy. We never worked on the economy. Obama never worked on the economy. He always worked on the stock market. And we got a real problem this midterm elections. It's going to be bad, because not only did the Republicans, I'm independent, did the Republicans, they never repealed Obamacare. People feel the pain in writing out that health care check every month. People never got that promised $4,000 check. A household, the husband and wife working, making $58,000 a year, never got that $4,000 check they were promised for the tax cuts. None of that money ever went down and filtered down, or the $13 trillion in profits from the corporations ever filtered down to Main Street. No wage increases. Larry Kudlow comes out and says, oh, boy, the wage increases are incredible, he says. Listen to this nonsense.
The economy is in terrific shape. We are in an economic boom. The reality is we're clicking on all cylinders. Profits are rising. Wages are up. Profits are rising. Confidence is up. Blue collars are up. Wages are up.
Blue collars are up? He says blue collar wages are up. What is he, nuts? 2.4%. The rate of interest, inflation, real inflation's 8%. Use the government's inflation as 2%, which is a lie. Real inflation's 8%. People are hurting. Now we're starting to see the market crack. And the problem is that we now have with these midterm elections, you have these people who are now the socialist Democrats who are making a headway. Yeah, the big concern for the Republicans are the socialist Democrats. They're making a headway. When you listen to people like this, don't laugh.
We should have free tuition at public colleges and universities.
This liberal will be all about socializing and the government running all of your companies.
In fact, that idiot, Maxine Waters, this is so scary. She's going to be head of the financial committee, the House Finance Committee. Can you imagine?
We need to occupy every airport. We need to occupy every border. Unemployment is low because people are working 60, 70, 80 hours a week and can barely feed their kids.
Think of an economy without worrying about keeping their day job.
If you want to be creative and be a musician or whatever, you can leave your work.
Yeah, that's socialism. I have never seen an economy built on socialism, a great economy. We've never seen a great economy built on socialism. Look at Cuba. Look at Argentina. They never created great economies. Those aren't great economies. You think Cuba's a great economy? It's built on socialism. You think Argentina's a great economy? That was built on socialism. Venezuela didn't work. Capitalism is a system that allows achievers who don't want to be just average, who want to achieve. And I'm talking about hard work and sacrifice, risk-taking. They want to build wealth. That's what capitalism does. It's a system that allows you to do whatever you want. You want to build wealth, go do it. You want to work hard, do it. Capitalism is a wonderful system for achievers. Socialism is a support system for those who don't want to achieve, who are not ambitious, who are satisfied being average. And socialism is a system that takes the profit away from the achievers and they give it to the non-achievers. That's what these people want. What are you, nuts? We'll be right back after this break. Look at some stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages, and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, we were just talking about socialism. And the reason it's becoming so popular is because when we built this stock market starting in 2008, very few people shared in that wealth. That wealth was all for the 1%, the people who are always in the stock market. That's what they do. They get their income from the stock market. When they came up with quantitative easing, QE was a printing of money so they could bring interest rates down low, so they could give money to the banksters, to the 1 percentile, the hedge funds, give them money free in corporations so they could buy stocks and become very wealthy. That didn't help the person. He and his wife make $58,000 a year and they're struggling. That doesn't help them. So when the market went up 350 points, those are the people that are getting rich. Majority of the people they weren't feeling it. They didn't get anything out of it. And then when they didn't get rid of health care, they're also feeling the pain with the cost of health care. So this is going to be a very interesting midterm election. And the reason this market is falling apart, because by raising these rates became a tipping point. You can't keep raising rates on people whose wages aren't going up. Larry Cullen, the blue-collar workers doing fantastic. Really, Larry? The wages went up, 2.8%. Real inflation is 8%. That's real inflation when you back in the stuff you really need. Remember, when they figure inflation, they take out the stuff that you really need so they can screw the Social Security people. So they don't have to. Remember, they saved in 10 years, the government, about $780 billion a year, $780 billion total. So that's about $78 billion a year. They screw the people on Social Security. That should be their cost of living. For the last 10 years, each year, they should have taken $78 billion and spread it among the people, the 63 million people on Social Security. They should have that cost of living raise. But they didn't get it because the government screwed them. They wanted to save money. I mean, how's that? This is why socialism right now, and most people, these young kids, don't even know what socialism is. They have no idea. All it does is just take that money away from those who work hard, who take chances, who build things. And they just take your money and they redistribute to those who don't want to work hard, who don't want to achieve. I mean, it's just really unbelievable. It's incredible. So, but remember this. Another thing is, great economies aren't built on lies. When this market was going up, yes, you should have been in the market. You should have been making a lot of money in the market on the way up. As long as you're protected, that when this finally tipped over, you would have been out in time, like my gang. Because the charts that I use, the charts that I designed, identify early on when the institutions, when the big boys are leaving, when they're taking their money out. I mean, that's a chart that I designed from being in this market over 40 years and on this earth for 72 years. I've had experience with this market, had experience with these crashes. And the thing that always used to get me is, how the hell can't you make money in this market because stocks go up 72% of the time, and the bell finally went off and said, so what? It goes up 72% of the time. They never get you out in time. Your broker's not going to call. How many people did your broker call you when this market was collapsing those 2 days? Did you get a call from your broker? Did you get a call from your representative on your 401k, say what you're going to do? Of course not. Unbelievable. But people are getting sick of these falsehoods from Larry Kudlow and the rest of them. Great economies aren't based on falsehoods. Best job growth ever. Wait a minute. In the last 19 months of Obama created 3.96 million jobs. In the last 19 months of Trump's, it was 3.58. So that means Obama created more jobs than Trump. But who cares? Both created lousy part-time service jobs that don't pay anything. The next slide. Lowest unemployment rate ever. People get mad. People aren't stupid. They don't sit on a stupid. They know that's a falsehood. They know that's a lie. That's not the lowest unemployment rate. Go Google it up. 3.7% doesn't include discouraged workers. Yeah, if you go back to 1968, 51, 1952, and 1953, go look it up. You'll see their unemployment rate was less, 3.4%. And they didn't use discouraged workers to bring it down lower. If they used discouraged workers, it would have been down to 1%. So even without using discouraged workers, it was still lower than the 3.7% using discouraged workers to lie to us. Then they said, we have the fastest economic GDP growth in history, Larry Kudlow says. The fastest economic GDP growth ever in history. Wrong. Wrong. That's not true. The 40s, the 60s, the 90s, go look it up. We had a faster economic growth. Much faster. Best wages ever. Not true. Wages were much better in 1973. Strongest economy ever. Not true. I can go on and on. Best economy was in 1973, not 2018. Biggest capital investment in 20 years, Larry Kudlow says. A lie. It's the worst in 60 years because of stock buybacks. Great economies are not dependent on a confidence game of quantitative easing. The massive printing of money out of thin air to provide this continuous wave of liquidity injections into the stock market. More than $22 trillion by Obama. And he destroyed the buying power of the dollars in your wallet and your savings. He destroyed small business creation because there was no savings. The worst president ever. All he cared about was taking money from those who made money to those who didn't make money. But even more than that, the achievers. Socialism is so bad, it just takes from the achievers. I have in my hometown, Vern Buchanan is running for Congress. And I get so mad over this ad. Listen to this ad.
Representative Vern Buchanan owns several car dealerships that benefited from the tax plan.
Then, the same day he voted to pass the tax plan, Vern Buchanan bought himself a new yacht.
The congressman bought the nearly $5 million yacht just hours after that bill passed.
Most Americans will pay more in taxes. Vern Buchanan gets a new yacht.
That is a bunch of nonsense. The guy that's running against him, he could have bought a new yacht if he worked as hard as Buchanan did. Everybody's got the ability to buy a yacht. Everybody starts out on the same footing. We pop out, unless we're in a rich family. Once we pop out, we're all on an even playing field. His father was not a rich guy. He was a factory foreman, for God's sakes. There were six kids in his family. They weren't rich. His first business, him and his brother were out selling newspapers, for God's sakes. He goes to high school. He worked hard. He got his diplomas. And then he goes and he works for a printing company, a little printing store, in 1976. A little printing store. He convinced the owner, hey, we can make this national. He came up with an idea. He was an entrepreneur. So they could go borrow money because there was savings. Not like Obama took savings away from you to redistribute wealth to those who don't want to achieve. So he starts his first business is a newspaper. He goes and convinces the owner of the store he was working for at minimum wage. He says, I think I know how to build your business. He built this business, this printing business, Speedy Printing. It grew to a franchise of more than 730 stores in 44 states. So this guy that's running against, the guy that's running against him, his underwear's all up in knots now because he's got a yacht. Well, this guy, instead of sitting around being a lawyer, why does he go out and he started a business? No, he wants to be a lawyer. He wants to get paid per hour. He wants to look at his watch every time you sneeze. He charges you. He goes and photocopies a piece of paper. He wants to send you a bill for 15 cents, photocopying papers, reviewing your file, another $100. Don't give me this crap. It's unbelievable. Buchanan worked for him. Whether you like him, not like him, you got to respect it. And that's how he built $100 million in assets. Nobody gave it to him. So the lawyer, why don't you go do the same thing? Try it. See how hard it is.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? Reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at Phil's philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. So here we are. The market is struggling. We're going to midterm elections. We got the socialists who got their foot in the door. They're grumpy, and they should be. The health insurance is going through the roof. We never fixed that. That's dead. And all along, for 10 years, the rich kept getting richer because they've had access to low-rate money that nobody else could get access to. And they were able to make money with money. It was all set up for that. Well, every day, the 157 million people who are working in our labor force, struggling paycheck to paycheck, they got nothing out of it. They got nothing out of it. And that's the problem. Now, Trump tried to come in and fix it. And Trump did a lot of great things. There's no question about it. But the damage that was done on the front end was incredible. When you're in charge for 8 years and you destroy wealth, in other words, you take away the system of building wealth, and you put in a system where you're rotating, you're saying, I'm going to take your wealth who worked hard, I'm going to redistribute it to these people who didn't work hard. See, that's what Obama's about. That's what socialism is about, is to take, if you're an achiever, is to make sure that, go ahead, achieve, but I'm going to take your wealth from you, give it to the next guy, so that I discourage you from being an achiever. That's what it's about. Now, as this market, when the market dropped, I said on January 16th, when the market dropped 11%, I said this market, that was going to be the beginning of the market crash. And I was right, dead on. Just like I was in 2008 in the housing crash. Because here's why. It's not hard to be right. You can't have the headwinds that we have. You can't have the interest on the national debt at 207 in 2017 at $263 billion, and now 2018, a year later, almost $500 billion. That doesn't work. You can't have household debt of $13 trillion, and now it's exceeding 2008 peak household debt. It doesn't work. You can't have mortgage applications plunging. Why are they plunging? Because wages aren't going up fast enough. So as the stock market goes up, and every day we remind about how great the stock market is, nobody's reminding people, well, guess what? Interest rates are going up, but wages aren't. So now mortgage applications are falling apart. Applications haven't been this bad since 2008 crisis. Our national debt is growing 36% faster than our economy. That's $75 billion a day. So our national debt is growing by $75 billion a day. That means the economy slows down to nothing. We can't grow it. So Trump takes over an economy where there's no incentive to achieve. The only people who had the incentive were the very wealthy, because they got the money free to go into the stock market. Everybody else's wealth is built by wages. But the problem is their wages, that wage wealth wasn't going up. And inflation was overtaking whatever wage increases they got. It doesn't work. Consumer debt has increased 30% faster than the economy due to weak buying power caused by Obama when he kept printing and printing and printing. He printed $22 trillion so he could inject into this economy. He gave a lot of that $22 trillion to central banks around the world to come here and inject it to our stock market. When you print $22 trillion, you take away from the family, the combined income making $55,000, $58,000 a year, the value of those dollars in their wallet, the values of those dollars in savings. It goes down. It's harder for them to send their kids to college. It's harder for them to pay their bills. Now they have to depend on their credit cards. That's what's going to happen this midterm elections. Consumers are taking out debt at a far faster rate than their incomes. Consumers are taking out debt faster than how the economy can grow. Do you know household debt's growing 60% faster than their own wages, for God's sakes? Student and auto, think about this. Consumer debt has increased 30% faster than the economy due to the weak buying power of that dollar because of what Obama did by printing $22 trillion to take care of the stock market. So consumers are taking out debt like crazy. Auto loans, student debt, auto loans are going twice as fast as wages. You can't make it. 6.3 million Americans are now 90 days late on their auto payments. 90-day delinquencies on auto loans. Credit cards, student loans, that's greater than 2008. We didn't have 90-day delinquencies on auto loans, credit cards, student loans in 2008 when the market crashed. Credit card delinquencies now, here in 2018, are surpassing the credit card delinquencies in 2008. Oh, but that's not what we're going to hear from these guys.
This is the greatest economy ever.
Yeah, greatest economy ever. This is crazy. Credit card interest fees paid in 2018 are up $104 billion. That's up 35% in 5 years.
This is the greatest economy ever.
Yeah, the greatest economy ever. Student loans, $1.5 trillion. That's $607 billion higher than when the market crashed in 2008.
This is the greatest economy ever.
It makes you sick, doesn't it? I mean, the line that goes on, the misinformation, all to keep the market going up. So the idea is you can't fight them. You just got to know when to get out of the market. I got my gang right now into gold. Now, gold mining stocks especially, okay? Gold stocks. So I would say, why don't you join the gang? These gold stocks are just starting to go up. But here's what you're going to know. When you buy the gold stock, my chart, my MV2 color-coded chart, right now is green. As long as it says green, it's telling us the economy that these stocks are going to continue to go up. When it turns red, it'll give us a signal that money's going out of it. So we'll be out. We'll get out first. So if you join my gang tonight, why don't you just follow me for the next 4 weeks? Just join $39.95. Follow me in the next 4 weeks. And follow me on gold mining stocks. And you'll see it works. The symbol is ABX. ABX. It started to go up. It started to turn green on September 27th. It was around $10.77. Today, it's still green. It's $12.71. Now, the point is that it didn't go from $10.77 to $12.71, which I think is maybe about 5%. Or 18%, sorry. We had an 18% gain in the stock. 18% gain. But that's not important. You know what's more important than 18% gain? Because remember, stocks go up 70% of the time. My chart, when the stock was at $9.53, it was red. It stayed red all the way up from $9.58 all the way up to it turned green at $10.77. Then it turned green. Now it's still green. So here's the thing. We have put in stops. So now that percentage, that 12%, it's a 12% gain, sorry. The 12% gain is now locked in. Because now what we do is we put in what we call a stop. So I'm going to put in a 3% stop. So let's say you got a 12% gain, you put in 2% stock. That means if it pulls back, nobody can take away that 10%. Nobody. That's locked in forever. You got it. Every stock has got to be treated like a business. So when we got into the stock, when it turned green, and now she's up 12%, as she was climbing, we made sure we always had a stop in. The day we bought the stop, we made sure we couldn't lose more than 2 to 3%. So why don't you join 877-600-GANG? This is where people are going to go. Gold has been out of favor. It's been out of favor for almost 2 years now. This is where they're going to go because people are starting to figure out that this market has been all lies and all phony. All it's been is a stock market rally through stock buybacks and quantitative easing, all trickery. People now they're getting to figure this out. Now they're getting to figure it out. Anybody could buy an auto loan. Anybody could get an auto. Anybody could get credit cards. Anybody could get student loans. See, that's what they did. The 1 percentile said, as long as we keep the poor with credit cards and as long as we keep them full of credit cards and give them a car and give them whatever they want, we'll make money in the stock market. We'll tell them the stock market is really the economy. Unbelievable. 877-600-GANG. Call now. 877-600-GANG. Follow me in gold for the next 4 weeks. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors